all the other ducks in the lake were afraid of him, but not Mrs. Quackenbush. "You won't bite these children," she said to the swan, who answered, "I'll do exactly what I please. They're only ugly little ducklings, and I am their master." And then he began to bite the ducklings. "Save us, Mama!" the poor little ducklings cried. And then Mrs. Quackenbush began to quack. She quacked, and she quacked, and she quacked. "Stop it! Stop that infernal quacking!" cried the swan, putting his wings over his ears. But Mrs. Quackenbush did not stop. Not until the black swan flew away, never to return. She gathered her ducklings around her, and together they swam off happily ever after, singing, "Quack, quack, quack."
Right up here. I've been thinking it might be a good idea to take over the building behind us. I'll show you what I have in mind. It's 2 rooms and the bathroom below, an attic upstairs. It's a perfect laboratory space, wouldn't you say? A place for Mr. Van Pels and me to cook up our little experiments. What do you say?
Yeah, why not? Business is good, the war. We can afford to expand. Yep.
Next.
The Germans are feeling especially generous today. 4 stars for a single textile coupon.
Must we be branded now, too?
So it appears, and we must pay for the privilege.
Aren't you going to miss school now it's almost over? I am, especially history. I love history.
Such a long walk to the Lyceum. I miss having a bike.
Personally, I'm glad mine was stolen. At least the Germans didn't get it.
Oh, Miss Quackenbush! Quack, quack, quack! Quack, quack, quack!
They can be so childish sometimes. Look! Isn't it darling? I asked Daddy to buy it for me for my 13th birthday. It's going to be the best ever, the most smashing. Sorry.
Oh, you're Anne Frank. You go to school with my cousin Wilma. I'm Hello. Hello, Silverberg.
Oh, hello. Hello. This is my best friend, Jackie. How do you do?
Perhaps you'd allow me to buy you hot chocolate?
I love chocolate. Chocolate? Is her name really Hello?
Helmut. But my grandfather doesn't like it, so he calls me Hello instead.
Don't your parents think it's funny?
I don't know. I haven't seen them in 4 years.
You came all by yourself? It must have been so dangerous. I've never had an adventure like that before. I suppose Oma did. She never talked about it much. She died last winter. She had cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I never got to tell her how much I loved her.
I'd like very much to see you again, if that will be all right.
You don't have a girlfriend, do you?
Well, there's Ursula, of course. She's very pretty,
No, really.
but not as interesting as you are. We can meet on Wednesday evenings. My grandparents think I go to wood carving lessons, but actually I go to Zionist meetings. I'm not a fanatic or anything. You know, mostly everyone just yells. I'd much rather be with you.
Well, here I am.
I can call for you then?
That would be nice.
Until Wednesday then.
Bye.
Bye.
Weiter, weiter, weiter!
a gun. You've no doubt read how the Germans have emptied the provinces of Jews and sent them all here to Amsterdam. Our own Jewish council urges cooperation. There's talk of mass deportations, labor camps. You remember those poor boys they rounded up last February? They were sent to labor camps, not one came back. Miep, I have a great secret to confide in you. Edith, the children, and I are going into hiding. Mr. Van Pels and his family will join us. We're not going to wait for the Nazis to drag us away. We'll simply disappear.
Where will you go?
Here,
I don't understand.
in the annex at the back of this building. We make the move on the 16th of July.
That's less than a month away.
Kleiman and Kugler have been helping to move in certain belongings and supplies, a little at a time. We'll need someone to rely on for necessities, to act as caretaker. You know how much I trust you here in the office, but what I'm asking of you now is...
Yes, I'll do it, of course.
Think me. It'll be a great burden, not without risk. The penalties are bound to be severe.
I said yes. I meant it.
Thank you, Miep.
Anne and Margot, do they know?
No, not yet. Let them enjoy their lives for a little while longer.
Pim, thank you, Pim. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pim. Oh, I love you, darling. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
She's just excited.
I'm sure.
Quite a glamour girl, wouldn't you say? The soles are almost like real leather. You're so lucky. No. Anne, who's that boy? Oh, that's Peter Van Pels. He's always hammering something out in the garden behind us. He's a dope. Mommy says I have to be nice to him because his father works with Pim.
I think he's cute.
Cute?